What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see everybody on here. Anyways, tonight I'm going to be calculating, using my calculators to calculate the year-to-date return on both my Stash and my Acorns account. I've already figured out basically my Robinhood account, and this actually was a question that Ryan had for me, and so I figured, hey, I'll just go ahead and do it on the stream, since I think that would be an interesting thing for y'all to see. So I'm still, if you guys are probably listening in, the background volume is probably Gesture's live stream. What's up, Gringos? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you here. So I'm gonna go ahead and have to shut. Oh man, dang, Tim, bringing it hard. Coach is on, but I'm gonna. Oh.
I appreciate that. If you want to go over that in a little bit, feel free to after watching the game or so. Definitely don't want to hold you up. After I'm done streaming, I'll have to do something if you want to wait until I'm done.
Anyways, cool. Yeah, well, I'm watching one of Gesture's live stream. He live stream does live streaming for gaming and that kind of thing, and one of the other subscribers is over there watching his stream. Also, one of his subscribers, and I was like, I caught you. Oh man, it's good to see you guys. Good day today.
What up, Coach? Yo. Coach, I think this is Streamception. You're watching my stream. Shout out to Coach's stream.
I guess I'm not watching your stream, but yeah, you know, like, nobody can hear what I'm saying back to him, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get the music up and hot, and then the coins will come next, and then we'll be out of there. This is the one I want, I think. Let me know if that music's too loud or not, and that way I can get it adjusted. Few more orders of business. Got to pull up the stream chat so that way I could see exactly what's going on, because I would have no clue, right? Dang, 7 people watching now. What up? What up? What up? What's up? Baboom, unstoppable. What's up, Travis McAllister? Thanks for joining on the stream. Well, what up, fam? Hit that like button. 4 likes already. Wow, I got to get on this coin giveaway. But hey Keith, I just uploaded a song, sad but beautiful in my opinion. I actually really was liking the song that you uploaded yesterday. What we got to get you a better way to record and just overlay the audio onto the actual music. Either like a different microphone. I don't know if a condenser microphone would work, like a Blue Yeti or something like that. I got mine for I think it was like $80, but it came with a streaming, like, it's called a Hogpog or something like that. So it was probably like $50 for the actual Blue Yeti. Typically you're looking to spend, I think, roughly like $80. But just, yeah, I think that would be the next step. And then also getting a software that you can combine both of them together. All right, guys, I'm going to start giving out them coins. So we got 5 likes already, which means that it is 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 coins. So the way that I run my stream, if you're new, is that I give out a ½ ounce of silver every single week for people who have the most coins, or whoever has the most coins. Right now the leaderboard is not up, but it'll be up soon when I go to desktop mode. And basically it probably looks, that's okay, fine with me. Gotta get 2 more things pulled up. Streamlabs, and then I've totally forgot what I was saying. So yeah, the winner, whoever wins, gets half an ounce of silver, which basically, this is, I think that this is a half an ounce, or it might be a quarter. So it's basically 2 of those. So it's in between this one and this one. Anyways, congratulations to Stoner of Atlanta for winning the 1,600 silver subscriber giveaway for like the overall channel, and then /2314 has been killing it the last 2 weeks by winning a total of 1 ounces. He's won back-to-back weeks. So if you are in competition, he's probably the one to be in competition with. I think he's just very good at asset preservation. So right now the winner is, as it stands right now, Ryan Hudson has 34,300, and then Slash is closely behind him with 29,200. And then Travis, you're actually up there. You're at 23,000. So, yo, this song is lit. I didn't get them because the bot only acknowledges the people that send to chat before reward. Yeah, that's true. You got to be active. So I don't know, like, the way that it works is you have to, I think I have it set up, you have to be active, which means that you have to comment like within 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes you have to put something in the chat. If you don't, then it will rule you as an inactive viewer. So unfortunately, I think I said that in one of the very first streams, but I'll gotta make sure that I put that in the description so that everybody knows. I left a like. Good night, bro. See you later. Boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 unstoppable. Thanks for coming, man. I look forward to seeing your live stream here, probably like tomorrow or maybe over the weekend or something like that. Anyways, much love, man. Hope your channel continues to grow like it has. I haven't flipped the coin this week. There you go. Just saving it. You're one of those people that save it all. You save it all for the last night, the grand finale, the triple point giveaway. So, I wanted to, first of all, so Ryan was asking earlier about what my year-to-date on my accounts were. And with Robinhood, it's pretty easy to calculate. Earnings, man. Earnings. Earnings. It's earnings season. Plus, dude, there's so many old people that are pulling their money out of the market because they're retiring. I was watching somebody else's live stream. So what have you made year to date? On Robinhood, I have had a zero. I've basically zeroed out again. That's because I'm more of a long-term investor anyways, and so that would make sense. I did draw in, I don't know if you guys seen, tomorrow you'll see as far as last month to this month, on my Robinhood account I increased 7.22%. So had a lot of good earnings calls and that kind of thing, a lot of good investments this month that picked up. So, and I figured that would happen. It was kind of like they were just incubating for a while. So as far as on Stash and Robin, or a Stash and Acorns, I can almost guarantee that those both year to date are negative, just because I know where I finished, or I know where I started around January. So and then I know where like I'm at the end of this month, so I can tell you that it's probably down like 1-2%. So anyways, I'm going to pull it up on the actual screen so that way we can run calculations. How about Acorns and Stash? Yeah, so that's what I'm running the stream for, is to calculate that, because typically my streams run longer anyway, so I think it's a good way to run through that, and how you would calculate your year-to-date return on Stash or Robinhood, or Stash on Acorns, because Robinhood, what it does is when you actually deposit money, it just adjusts your initial like funding of the account level up. So for instance, if you opened an account with $1,000 and then like in 6 months you deposited another 500, it would just basically change your opening deposit to $1,500, and so it doesn't change any of your threshold. Where like Acorns and Stash, it shows you when you made a deposit and calculates that and shows it as growth on a chart. And I think it's super lame that they do that, because it's almost deceiving, because that's your money in there. So it's like, yeah, like look at your account grow. If they did the same things on a savings account, people would still think that they're making money as well. So I think that that's one thing that's super lame that they do. But it is whatever. I mean, that's the way that they want to run it. That's cool with them. How much would you say you've invested total into the market? Right now I sit at $6,000 net, or $6,000 in assets. That's not in that would be roughly, I would say probably like 7,000-8,000. That would be with including like cryptocurrency, and then also like that wouldn't be including like my 401k that I have or anything like that. So that would be like my specific from my money that I was paid, that I actually like came into my account. Starting out now, a little new to the game for sure. Well, you know, this is the best place one of the best places to ask questions. I don't know if it's the best place, but it's definitely one of the best places to ask questions. A lot of guys that are in the chat that you see, like Ryan, a lot of the moderators in here are I would say very experienced with the market. So if you have any questions about like simple questions like what's a bond versus an equity, or what's your thoughts on a ETF, a specific ETF, like these guys all have very good thoughts and opinions on different ETFs and that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a think tank around here. It's what we do. I guess we consider it a family, but think tank. The think tank family. My wife was sorry for this. It looks like I still got a bed head, but that's not true. It's helmet hair. I still got to record a video tonight for a stash recap or something along those lines. So I'm not trying to be on forever. But the video tomorrow is going to be super, super good. Like, it literally made me so happy that I generated 7% increase this month. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And getting it pulled up, getting the camera first of all fit into this little box here, and then there we go. Yo 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 yo. Oh man. All right, cool. Let me go to here real quick. I'll zoom in so that way you guys can see the numbers, because I know that the quality of my live stream is actually very bad. Because I get crazy, terrible upload speed here. So this is everything on Robinhood. I basically say that every single time, but this is where we need to go to calculate. So this is going to be every single account tracked year over year over year, or month over month, except for apparently I missed the month of May in here. Don't know what I did, but I missed it. It was like super weird because I was live streaming, or I was doing the Robinhood recap, and I went back and I was like, yeah, so from April to June, and I was like, oh, what the heck, where's March? So I don't honestly, over the next 2 months, I don't expect to see pretty good profit. Just based upon last year's numbers. Like, I went from 761 to 766, and that's also with depositing. That would be depositing $46 into that account. So I didn't really generate much money moving from April into June. However, starting July, I started to make some more moolah, except for September. So yeah, that's the way. But this is what we want to focus on right here, the 2018. So let me go ahead and zoom in on that a little bit more. Cool. Let me get this minimized. Get the chat up again. Alrighty. We got 6 likes now. I think that means I need to reward some people more. If I didn't just stumbled upon your channel 5 minutes ago. That's awesome, man. I don't know if you use specifically Acorns or Robinhood, but I have 2 different playlists, and one's, I think it's called like Acorns Investing, one's called Stash Investing, and then I also have a Robinhood playlist as well. So if you use like one specific app, I would just go through and watch those videos. But if you are like, I want kind of like a brief overview, I have 2 seasons of basically investing topics and talks. So just grab yourself like a bowl of popcorn and then start watching. And then also there's like, I just recently launched a live stream. It's called 10 at 10, which is what you're watching now. So that one is definitely, I mean, it's going to be longer. There is some valuable content in there, but my plan eventually is to be able to pull a recording from the stream and then cut the valuable content that's in there. So obviously every live stream is going to have some dead space, and to cut out like the dead space and keep the topic stuff that I address, and then put that into a video so that I can release it out to the subscribers as well. And no. I don't even know this song. Don't want you guys to see that. It's Thursday night, man. This is awesome. I think I clicked this one. Sure. I don't know what I just did, but ba-boom. That's what I wanted to do. Update that. What's up, guys? Thanks for all the extra likes, man. It's really doing well tonight. Do you have any videos on Roth IRAs? I've been wanting to start one this year, but I have watched a few different videos on YouTube and looked up a few different articles, and I'm a little confused about all of it. I have... Let me close out of this real quick and then go to the channel. So just to kind of walk you through, on my specific channel, or just any channel in general, it's really cool. It's kind of a feature that a lot of people don't know exists on the channel or on any channel. So if you're looking for like a specific topic, there's this search box right here. This search box only searches what's on my channel. So if you search like Roth IRA, it'll pull up anything that I've talked about with an IRA. So that is pretty much every single video that I have in regards to a Roth IRA, or me talking about a Roth IRA, or anything that's in the title or the description about a Roth IRA. And then it will go down more into like investments and that kind of thing. So a lot of people right now, especially just with talks on my specific channel, there's a company that is called M1 Finance. They offer a Roth IRA that's completely free, and I would look into them. I don't know if you're looking for something that's more managed or what, but yeah. But I'm not sure if that's a good company to start a Roth IRA with. Yeah, so what I would put, yo, what's up, Jesters? Welcome to stream. We got to get like stickers or something like that like we just put up as like, yo, what's up? Welcome to stream. Oh man. That's good, man. Been in gamer for about 3 months. It's been volatile. And I don't like the fee on it. I've been holding the silver coin you sent in my hand. Beautiful. Second one. It's purely looking for growth right now. Yields just 5% div. Green Ghost. Just catching up on the comments real quick. So yeah, it kind of depends on what you want to do with a Roth. How much you want to manage and how much you don't want to manage. If you're looking for, I don't know much about E-Trade. I used Fidelity for a little bit for a brokerage account. As far as like a Roth goes, I mean, I could look at it real quick. There's also a guy, I would reach out to him. His name is, he's on YouTube as well. I did a review on his channel. I don't think I gave him as much props as he's very, very knowledgeable. Probably has just as many investing videos as me. Investment choices, account types, retirement. He goes by the name of Jazz Wealth. He has like 1,300 subs. He runs a business called Jazz Wealth, and he's a financial advisor and does that kind of thing. And I think you can even set up like a 30-minute phone conversation with him. But tax-free growth with potential. Let's see what the minimum is. So up to 50. Yeah, of course that would be standard. Let's see what the fees are on this. So trade more. So this would be just a standard trading account, it looks like. So you can invest in stocks, exchange traded funds, mutual funds, and bonds and options. Yeah, so this doesn't look like a managed account. And I think that would be what you're looking for as far as a Roth. Something that you can kind of set and just make deposits, unless you're looking to be more actively trading or managing your account. For instance, then I think that, like, if you're looking for something more active, but still looking for the long-term approach, I think that M1 would be something to consider. And then also, if you're looking for like an account where it's just like I just put money into it and it kind of does its thing, Acorns, Betterment, as far as like smaller app kind of companies, and I think Wealthfront is also another one where you can just like kind of put your money in there and let it run. So yeah, I would, if you're looking for an FA, that would be the guy that I would go talk to, just because he's so active on YouTube, and you can just tell him that I sent you. Now me and him are supposed to, he messaged me the other day about, yeah, he charges 1% flat fee, but it's not, I don't think it's that, like, I don't think that's outrageous. Most managed accounts, I think, charge like 1.5 to 2%. It depends how active it is. I don't know. I think it just might be something to consider, is looking into what an FA can offer versus opening up your own brokerage account. Yeah, when I made my video about him, I like had no clue that he was even on the YouTube platform, and like I'd never seen any videos, but recently I've been watching a lot of his content, and like the guy has a lot of knowledge. So I kind of feel bad for knocking like his social media presence on like Facebook and Instagram, but I can understand why, because he comes out with almost a video every single day, and I know what that means. Like I do the same thing, so I know how much time and effort goes into that, and so it makes sense that you really don't have time and effort to run a second social media or third social media platform. Anyways, guys, thanks for liking. Wow, I got like another like 300 likes. I think that's an extra 2. Oops. Reward 100. What? I don't even know what that even means. So yeah, this looks like basically just you pick whatever you want and hopefully it's good. There's no like real managed. And then also they're going to charge you per trade. So there's other accounts that aren't going to charge you per trade. And that's what I was talking about with those other accounts like Acorns, Robin, or Acorns, Betterment, Stash, and M1 Finance. Those companies are not going to charge you per trade. They're going to charge you a flat fee per month. And then also, and also then you can buy fractional shares as well. So for instance, if you're not able to make a huge amount of deposits, or not a big huge deposit. So for instance, like on E-Trade, for a trade, even to buy one share of Amazon, which is like $1,600 right now, you can only like, it's going to cost you $6.95 to buy a stock, say like Snapchat, which is down to $11 right now. It's going to cost you $6.95 to buy one share of Snapchat. And then also, if you don't have enough money to leverage and buy one share of Amazon, if that's what you want or whatever, then you can't buy it. You're going to have to continually to save up your money until you can get enough money to buy that one share. Where like Stash and M1 Finance and Acorns, they do something called fractional share investing, which they say, hey, you know what? You can invest $20 into Amazon and we'll let you buy that piece of that share. So that's just something to consider. Sorry. I'm ignoring you tonight. Coin. My Roth is set up with M1. There you go. What's up, Tim? Glad I could have you here, man. Oh, I totally didn't see it. The stream was like going so fast. That's what it was. Too many people are flipcoining it. They all try to get on here and just break the flip coin. Yo, what's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you here. Glad you could be here. I think it was so hilarious that you were over on gestures and you're like, I'm gonna stay over here. I was literally watching the stream for like the last hour. Actually, I left it up on my computer and ran to go take care of the storage facility and came back so I could stream. Yeah, exactly. More passive investing, I think, is a better approach than active. I mean, honestly, you could probably do like a S&P 500 with a bond, with a little bit exposed to bonds, and do pretty fine. It depends how long you want to be in the market for and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's. I think that M1 probably, as far as like freedom, and then also, so freedom of stocks to pick. Like, I think that they're superior in that regard. My only like concern with M1 is it might be confusing to a new investor, where like Acorns or something is not going to be as confusing. I wouldn't know though, because I haven't went through the process of actually setting up a account through them yet. But that's on the agenda. 7 PhD is a good channel. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Green Ghost. My brokerage charges 1% fee annually. However, you must hold a minimum starting balance of $10,000. Thanks, man. A lot of knowledge on this channel. Like it and subscribed. I'm out, though. Gotta get some rest for work in the morning. Y'all have a good night. For sure, Brian. Thanks for joining, man. Glad to see you make it. All right. It like automatically like tries to go through the very. You got my butt. Good coach. Yeah, Keith. But the FU Green Ghost in the KCoin code robs me blind. I can't buy my pretend goods anymore. Yeah, I think a lot of the accounts that I cover, I think their minimum, I think it's like maybe like $100. I think M1 was $100 or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty affordable. A Stash, I think, is even $5 or $20, something like that, for their Roth. Yeah, very, very passive. I think Acorns later, I think the minimum is pretty low too. So those are gonna be more like techie kind of things, but I think it's something to look into. Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that earlier, me and Ryan, where it was like, don't invest, or like, the problem with most people's accounts is not like that they're not in the market. It's that they let their emotions get control and they just start buying and selling and making changes absurdly because we're emotional people. And so it was almost like it's better if I just like leave it alone and don't touch it for 30 years and come back to it. Like I'll probably have a decent amount of money or more money than if I was to like try to actively manage or to manage to some degree my account. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. All right, so back to where I was. Yeah, and that account is free. They don't charge anything. Yeah. Minimum 15 bucks. I'm your lucky charm. Hey, so the way that the code's written on the bot is actually for you, Green Ghost, is when Gestures gets on the stream, it actually increases your percentage of how much you win with the flip coin. Hello. What's up, Hudson Sterling? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could be here. Thanks for coming on. I don't think we've met before, but if you're here, you know, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm just trying to get to calculating my my year to date on Stash. But thanks for the like. Here's another 500 coins. Mine from a down payment for a house. All right, so I got to go grab a new battery real quick on my camera. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm opening an M1 right now, I think. Well, Ryan, I see how it is. Hudson, what up, dog? Hudson, oh, you're from Gesture Stream. What's up, my man? Yo, I emailed Loki. I emailed the owner of M1 the other day, and I told him I was gonna start making videos about it. Yep, that's me. There's something to learn about gamers and live streaming. So gamers have got the live stream down pat. And so if you can take some rules that they use or some principles that they use on their live stream and bring it over and put it on any kind of platform, any kind of live stream, like streamers have it down as far as live streaming goes, because that's pretty much, like, as far as a gaming channel goes, a live stream is pretty much their bread and butter. So yeah, for sure. And give them a call if you have any questions. Their customer service is great. Actually, anybody any of those companies, that customer service is superb. I'm tired of receiving him. And of course, thanks, Coach. You're welcome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. This place right here. All right, so the top one is going to be my Acorns account, which is going to be probably the hardest to calculate because I don't keep track of how much gets deposited into that account. So I could really give like a really rough estimate, but I would have to go look at all my deposits, which means that I might have to go back to my scripts on when I did these recaps to figure that one out. Stash will be a lot easier, so that's what I'm going to do first, which is this one right here. Yeah, okay. So Stash from February to January, YTD equals that minus that. So from year to date, I've generated $71. That's 4 months right there. So we got to figure out how many weeks it is from January, and then when I made my first deposit in January. Real quick. Bro, stop lying. I will pull up the stream. I went like 24 and 4. I think you were 2 and 10. Quit clowning on Hudson, guys. Come on. Come on. You guys are going to scare him away. Then he's never going to come back to the stream. And that's not good for business around here. Come on. We all know that. All right. Got to figure out when I made my first deposit. Balance. View account history. All right, so my first investment into Stash. Actually, I need to do the end of December. That's right. Because December, that's the end of January. December is the last day of the month. Well, that's going to be as close to the last day of the month as I can get. So when was my first deposit in January, which was January 11th. Okay. So January 11th. Right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So 8 minus what is equals 8 times, I do $20, so 160. So minus 160. So I'm $16 positive on an account that's $123. Equals, you want to see the percent? This is how you see the percent, guys. Oops, change it in 2%. So on as far as my year to date on Stash, I'm up 1.3%. Oh man, it's gonna move it all. It's like, coach, come on, man, you really pulled a no, a dirty duty. Don't do the dirty duty. So that would be roughly what I made. I mean, even if you figure that I made an additional deposit in there, oh, that doesn't change it, does it? Because I've, okay. So I would be negative 3.2. I think, I'm just going to run through my account and make sure that there wasn't any additional deposits. And then I'll look back on the stream at your guys' comments to try to catch back up. Because I might have, it's potentially, yeah, so I made an extra $25 deposit there. So that one. And then I just want to make sure that I didn't make any more additional deposits. 20. So it looks like I'm actually negative. Because I did make an extra $25 deposit. But not by much. Cool. Yeah, so I need to put this in parentheses. You guys are like, Coach. Yo, I'm so glad that I actually paid attention in math, and I was actually pretty decent at math. So I know how to do standard math problems. So I'm down 0.73% on this year to date. And then I'll just have to check acorns here in just 1 second. We gotta make this look like it's Stash official. I gotta change this into the $sign real quick. I should keep that. I should put that in part of my actual like recap. Bro, 1v1 me, Rainbow Six Siege, right now. All right, let's make it there you go. That looks more stash appropriate. All right, now to find acorns. So it's this equals that minus that. And then we got to figure out how many deposits I made, which could be a lot harder. Hudson, man, I'm Rainbow Six Goat. Yo, I think we got another like. Whoever liked, thanks for it, man. I appreciate it. Looks like it's a whole bunch of talking back and forth. Yes, it is. What your kid was compared to mine. Of course, thanks, Coach. You're welcome. Travis McAllister said, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hudson, you're so bad. The game feels bad for you and gives you legendary. Ouch. Coach, did you see King James was on fire tonight? Was in fire tonight. On fire, I think is what you... I didn't actually get to watch basketball. I've been so busy, like, for some reason, our Etsy page has been getting a lot more orders. So like this one is supposed to be going out. Well, it's supposed to go out a little bit ago, but I don't know if you guys can even see that. I'm like, because it's super small, but that customer's gonna be mad at me. I botched it. But oh well. Currently building a portfolio for M1. Ryan, question. Should I run Acorns and M1 or try to solely focus on M1s? What up, my dude? Tim, you can answer too. By the way, dude, add me on Facebook if you want. We can. I am. Oh, God. That got very confusing. I don't have them fortunately. Jake, keep Acorns and do M1. Give me your number. I'll text you. Cool. I think he got it. So I'm going to go ahead and... Well, you can delete it if you want. I have no idea how to build this, dude. My wife in her portfolio has different ones. What I would look out for that portfolio is more ETFs and then start branching out into single stocks. But I think Ryan's got a pretty good strategy. It's free. That's what I tell everybody when they're like, "Hey, so I'm thinking about," and I'm like, well, M1 is free. If it is M1, just use an expert pie. Yeah, I think you can just use an expert and then make adjustments there. So that's a nice thing also. All right, so I got to look back over through the... Well, I might have it calculated on here. Let me scroll down a little bit. No, it's definitely not calculated on here. All right, so... I gotta go figure out how much I've deposited in the last 3 months. I think I'm just gonna go to my YouTube videos. Right here. Acorns recap. Alright guys, if we start getting... The only thing I haven't done is for... So this one right here. This one right here. And this one right here. Why did I click on November? What the heck? I wanted to click on January. If the stream gets a little bit laggy, you know why? Because I'm loading up literally like so many videos right now. I click pause on you, man. I don't want to see your advertisement. I don't want to see you talk about whatever you're talking about. Show more. Show more. And then last one is, why did I click November? What the heck? Oh, there's January. So, nothing's changed, man. January's still the same. All right, so if you minus the 89 deposits that I made. All right, so that's an important number. So equals that. plus. However, if you minus the deposit I made, I had a net loss of 80. Okay, so I didn't say how much I made on this month. Why, Keith? My gross loss on Acorns was, however, if you minus the deposits, I had a net loss of. Okay, so I just do this little math right here. 84 minus 18. Oh, nope, don't do that. Nope, get out of there. Equals that. Wait, if it's a negative, if I had a negative gross loss, and then I minus the net. Yeah, that means I gotta. Yeah, okay, I got myself now. I'm following you, coach. 84. Okay, so then minus 1879. 1879. I'm going to hop out of now, but this is a good channel. Definitely will subscribe. Yeah, man. Thanks. You can become the new kid on the block too. I think he did subscribe. It should have said, congrats, you are the newest kid on the block 11 minutes ago. Just go with a VTI ETF and a BND ETF and set the percentage for both. Insert money regularly. Can't get much similar than that. Yes. Peace out, Hudson. Thanks for coming, man. I don't know if you run a channel over on yours, because I know that you and Gestures are friends. I don't think, yeah, no videos, man. That's cool though. Don't worry. Hudson Sterling, you got your first subscriber, man. Congratulations. I always say congratulations. Congrats, dude. 1 sub. 1 to 100, man. Road to 100. Or road to 10 subs. Here's for everyone considering in 1. Invest into expert pies similar to your target date or risk tolerance. Conservative, moderate, aggressive. This should be roughly 78% of your portfolio. Invest anywhere from 0 to 15% into bond ETFs. The remaining 20-30% I would diversify and have fun with. 3 to 5 stocks you believe in, preferably those that are large company and good dividend growth. MMPET, for example. Slash has 2 ETFs set up. Sounds simple. Yeah, that's like, I think that he's just referring to a S&P 500 and then a bond fund. I think that those would be. Let me check out those VTI. Yeah, VTI is total stock market ETF, and then BND I think is bond total market. Yeah, so those are both. Yeah, that's pretty much the simplest portfolio to run right there, and I think that you could get decent returns with that as well. Oh, like if you did like a 80-20 or a 90-10 or something, or even like a 70-30, you could get pretty decent returns with that as well. Thanks, Ryan and Slash and Tim. Yeah, man. These guys are all smart cookies up in here, so. Alright, where did my number go? That was right here. How did I lose how does I lose that? I gotta go back to here now. And I deleted the one that I needed for January. However, you minus the 89.03. 89.03. Oh, that's because it's addition right there. And then March is, however you minus the deposit, I had a net loss of 57. So that's the same thing. So 156. 156. Can't do that kind of math. Plus plus 5, 6, 8 something. 56.8. They didn't teach me how to do this kind of math in school. 7, that's not an 8, that's a 6, my bad. And then last one is carry the 1, making that 11. 4 goes into 11, and so that would be a 4. So there's everything that I did for Acorns, but I got to figure out for the actual month of April still. Yeah, and definitely just once I get my M1 account set up, I'll be covering it a lot more on the channel, especially how I'm gonna set up my play. I have a stupid crazy strategy that I'm gonna do. So, and I've talked about it before on here, but I think it'll be interesting to see how that will do. All right, so it says in the last 30 days, all right, so I need to go to view my transfers. This is how Acorns actively appears on your funding source statement. Oh, that's awesome. So this one, I just got to do these quick numbers real quick. So 24.75 plus 5.21 plus 20 plus 9.94, and then that looks pretty good. We'll just go with that number right there. Oops, put too many dots on the end of there. And so my year to date with this one is going to be that minus that. Just want to see, make sure I'm doing it. Minus that, okay. Minus that. Ooh, that's not good. So my Acorns is like the worst performing one, which is so weird because it's the most conservative. Equals that over that. Percent. So there you have it. I'm down 1.5% in my Acorns account. That's so weird. That's so weird to me. Like that doesn't make me happy. So there you have it. And then Robinhood, I can calculate real quick also. Just do the actual calculation. That way makes it more. Equals alright, so I gotta figure out this one, which basically I do $13, so 13 times 13 times 8 plus 25. Equals parentheses 13 times 8 plus parentheses plus 25. So that should be roughly what it is. Equals that minus that. And turn this into a percent. Oh, that's actually supposed to be in that one. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Minus that. Picked the wrong one, huh? 15. And then equals that divided by that. So as far as Acorns goes, I'm up 1.13%. Or Robinhood, my bad. That's pretty good numbers. I like it. Robinhood's kind of like this one with black. Cool stuff. Let's see. Just looking back over the stream, guys, so I'm sure that there's stuff that I missed. Tim set up with a 75-25 dealio. Travis, you watched the stream. 75 with retirement plan, 25 into stocks that are down, 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 except for Apple. It's up, 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 up. Ting. Enlighten us with your M1 account setup. Okay, for sure. Coach, probably lower because you rebalance at the start of the year to moderate. I just did it in March, though, so I think that's probably what it is, because April had a good run, and because I switched in the beginning of March, I missed that run. But it kind of happens. Yeah, boy, you get my coins for now on I don't want them. Sutters. Ryan is in first place. Travis, on what platform? When should you rebalance your portfolio? I think he's talking about Acorns. I think that you're talking about like changing it. So on M1, so the way that it works on actually any portfolio, well, except for like Stash, on the portfolios that run more of a pie, they are going to automatically like rebalance for you on Stash. So for me, the way that I run my Stash account, which I don't know if you've seen the my 2018 setups on Stash, might be a good video for you to watch. But on there I talk about keeping your account at percentages. And I'll log into my Stash account real quick so I can show you what I mean. I don't want to go to Stash Vault, my bad. So on my Stash account, on my Stash Invest account, I run the same thing on Stash Retire and Stash Invest. But this is my portfolio as it breaks down currently. So on here they don't list their percentages of that you're invested until you, I think, click on it. Maybe not even. Yeah, percent of your Stash account. All right, why did I? Is there a way to Okay, so for instance, the way that I run my Stash account is I have targets as far as percentages into these ETFs go. I haven't touched a single stock, so I can't give you my experience on using single stocks on Stash yet. So right now my target is 25% delicious dividends, 25% park my cash, and then I think I said like 15% real estate tycoon, which is down here somewhere. It's not doing too well for me right now. It's negative, so it's down 8.5%. So that one I want to be at like 15%. So that would be 65% total of my overall account. And then from there, originally I had said I wanted to put gold or precious metals or whatever, all that glitters in there at like a 5 to 10% as well. But after like reading a lot of books and since I stash gold myself, I'm like, there's not really a need for me to buy more gold or hold more like equity gold or whatever. So I was just like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. And so I had only invested $20 in there, so I'll probably just leave it like that. And then I wanted to pick another ETF and put that at like another like 10% or something like that. So I wanted to have 4 investments that made up basically a total of 75% or 70 to 75% of my entire account. And then from there, I wanted to put all the other money. Once those are all equal and to the percentages that I want them to be, then I would just continue to pick up different ETFs when I invest. So what that looks like right now is that I just parked my cash yesterday because it was at 14%. So right now I'm 15% exposed into park my cash. So I need to increase this by 10%. So basically every single time that I make a deposit in a stash, it's going just straight into this one. Unless Delicious Dividends drops down to 24%. If I log in and make a deposit and Delicious Dividends at 24%, then I take that $20 and I put it into Delicious Dividends, bringing it back up to like a 25-26% level. So that's how I would go about. Like that's me personally how I run that account. Some people just recommend like auto stashing and never rebalancing. Typically the reason why you rebalance is because the market has those fluctuations. So typically when you run an account, you'll have, like, for instance, say you were just running a portfolio that was like AT&T, so like the mobile phone carriers, and then maybe even like the mobile phone makers. So we'll say that we have AT&T, Verizon, we'll just call it T-Mobile for now, and then we have Apple and we have Samsung, and there's 5, so those are 5 different stocks, right? And then you're like, okay, I want to keep 20% into each of them. Well, for instance, say whatever Apple has, or we'll say like Verizon has a bad earnings call, drops down 5% or something like that on your portfolio. Well, then you can buy back into there at a lower price with expecting that a stock will continue to grow, which is why you picked that stock originally. So it's a little bit harder to work with percentages when it comes with just single stocks, because you got to be more active in it. Like, if, for instance, if a company is failing and it's really going down and it's just going to continue going down, then you got to be able to make that call and logically make that call to be able to pull your money out. With ETFs, they're going to be more actively managed. They're actively or passively managed, which means that they do track a indexed, or they are seeking something. And so with those companies that run those ETFs want to grow those ETFs and generate revenue from those ETFs and generate gains, because if they don't, they're going to have a bunch of unhappy investors into those ETFs, and so the investors are going to pull their money. Thus, they don't make any money from that expense ratio, which they would originally get paid for. So I think with ETFs, it makes a lot more sense to run a percentage portfolio breakdown. That's just my personal opinion there. Other people just believe that, like, just do $5 auto stash into each of them, or auto stash into the ones that you care about the most, and wham bam, everything will be great. Which I think, like, there's I think that it's more about, like, with ETFs, long-term investing, I think is the best approach is dollar cost averaging, which would be using an auto stash. I use some level of auto stash or some level of dollar cost averaging. It's just different, I would say. Typically, you're buying a specific stock at a specific time. I consider it like putting money into my portfolio at a specific time, at a specific day. So I guess that's how rebalancing works. Stash doesn't have it like set up to where it actually like rebalances on itself. With the pie type programs like M1 and Acorns, they actually have already specified amounts in those pies. Acorns is locked in basically. M1, you can change the percentages if you want. And with Acorns, when it drops down below 5%, when an equity drops down below 5%, it'll rebalance automatically. So it will sell shares at the at the other 2 or 3 higher performing ETFs to put back into that ETF. And same thing on M1. I don't know if it's at 5% specifically. And then also with Acorns, when a equity goes up 5%, it'll sell that 5%, bringing it back down to whatever percent it was supposed to be at, and then distribute the money across the other equities. And so, for instance, when you make a deposit, it goes, okay, this is the ETF that's underperforming right now. A majority of your investment is going to go in here and not into these other ones to bring it back up to the target percent. So that's how those two run there. And I was kind of like, well, I should try to do something similar on Stash, since it would make it the easiest. And so that's what I'm going for. Other people just like auto stash $5 into each one of them, auto stash into $5 into each one, that like 10 of them to 15 of them or whatever, and just kind of let it go as it may. So I hope that wasn't like information overload. That was a pretty good answer. How was Snap today? Terrible. Nah, actually, I think I'm gonna get a good pop tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna check the charts here in a second. So Snap right now, as it stands, I'll just pull them up on the screen. They're at $10.96. I bought a share today, just another share, at $10.82. They did drop all the way down to $10.50. I guess one of my friends was saying, are you asking me, Ryan? I use both Stash Invest and Stash Retire. Yeah, so the only issue that I'm having with running a portfolio like this is that like when the stock market does increase, like I do get it, I don't increase as much. So me and one of my buddy and I, we had going into January basically the same percent. Actually, I was beating him, but now I think that he might be beating me, or when the stock market goes up, like he beats me, but he doesn't I don't think he's exposed as much into bonds. Okay, so yeah, unless you click manual rebalance. That's awesome. I think that's really cool. So like you could rebalance like once a year or something. That's way cool. I think that's way cool. So right now my average price per share is $12.26. So all I need to get is an increase of $1, which I mean it could happen. I might pick up another share tomorrow if it drops again. Morgan Stanley, I guess, has it valued at like $7 range, I think is what I was hearing someone say. I don't honestly care. It's like I'll probably end up closing my position on Monday or something like that just to get out. I'm determined to buy it, man. I'm determined. I think that I'm gonna so I'll see how much money I have invested right now. I won't go over 10% of my portfolio exposed to that one ETF, so, or to to that company. Right now I have $76 in Snap. That's like on that Robinhood account. That's roughly like probably like I think like 5% or something. No, a little bit more than that, like 7%. And I'll go all the way up to 10%. Yeah, that's true. I think the GE might be a better buy. Let me go look at the chart. One week. Full screen. Why am I zoomed in so much now? Gotta zoom out. Alright, here we are at 100. Oops, too far. Go to the 1 day. That's all I'm trading on anyways. Which I knew that I was gonna... Dang. I don't know, we'll probably still continue down. It doesn't look like we're... I mean, we did level off on momentum, so... We'll see if we get a pullback tomorrow. I think we'll pull back. I don't know where, though. Like, I think that we could come up to here. I'd like to see that. For me, it's just like, look at how volatile this is. Like, great earnings call here in January or end of February. Like going from $13, $14 all the way up to $20. But like then it was like, and then it like just went back down. Like it was like, what the heck? I don't know. I'm not very bullish on this. I just was trying to take a stab at it. I don't think that they're gonna. I think that they're gonna go out, man. I think that they're gonna go under. Somebody else is gonna buy them out. I almost guarantee you that like Facebook or something like that is working on becoming a majority shareholder, and so they can pretty much manipulate the price as much as they want. Ryan, did you see my answer? He's like, you just gotta hit him up. But yeah, that's... Yeah, so they came into the squeeze right here, and that's why I bought into them. Because they're like, they're going to pop one way or the other. And that's why I bought. That's solely why I bought. So I think that I could ride them back. Some good news, man, is all I need. I'm sitting here praying on good news. That means I need to close that position. I think what it was, the reason why I took that position was because I was so... I haven't swing traded in literally like 3 months, and so I was so giddy to just make a trade. Never do that. Never make a giddy trade. So invest more like long-term savings account thought process, whereas stash invest is a Roth. Other way around, which I've been super long-term, may make difference in your strategy and your using account. Coach Mind, looking BP. I think that, yeah, go check him out real quick. For sure. I love looking at people's financials because I think it's... Is a good ace in the hole. They've got some pretty... Oh, that's the 1 day. Those charts always tell me, I'm like, well, it looks like they've got some good growth. That would have been a nice time to buy that day. 28. Oh, that was like the average of April. Financials. Yeah. down payment on my house for my boyfriend. Good stuff. Yeah, so as like what I would do, or if I was needing that money, there's another account out called it's Betterment, and what they do is they base it upon that target. And so what they'll do is they'll every single year they'll start shifting more into bonds. So that might be an idea right now is 10 years, go like 90% equities, 10% bonds, and then the next year put more into bonds and bring it up to 20%, and then leave the equities at 80%. And then the third year, 30% equities, 70% bonds, 40% equities, 60% bonds, 50% equities, 50% bonds, and so on and so forth by year 10. That way, all that on year 10 is basically cash or in bonds, which is going to be less volatile than, for instance, equities. So just a thought. So you're not necessarily having to sell, especially if you're making regular deposits. You can just like turn it up. So you can be like, okay, well this month I need to make a few more deposits into bonds instead of equities or whatever. So it might just be an idea. I love Netflix, just never bought in. Don't want to make Ryan mad again. So as far as gross profit goes, they were stagnant pretty much the last 2 years, and increased it by a lot. Operating income, this was wow, they took a positive growth. That's crazy. That's interesting. The last 2 years they were operating at negative. Non-reoccurring. So it's probably because they just made less money. Too many fees. Too many payout programs or something like that. I know we might have ourselves a little winner here. This is the right one, BPLC, right? I just want to make sure I'm not like looking at British Petroleum, I think is what. Yeah, okay. I want to make sure that I was looking at the right one. I think overpriced Tim, like Apple and Amazon, but it's doing well. And I think about nothing is in its space, no competition virtually that is public. And don't even say Disney. It's going to take a long time, in my opinion, for Disney to make an impact on Netflix. I think Netflix in the forward coming years will offer a dividend as well. Ryan, you know me, I like good stocks with dividends. That's why Netflix is out in my book. Good stocks with dividends. Yes. I'm looking at the balance sheet here. Wow, they got so many things on the balance sheet. Oh, total current assets. Rebounded back to where it was in 2015. And as far as total assets, it increased. So that's good. That means that they're growing there. Current liabilities increased about the same as far as money goes. Why? They took on more accounts payable. People ain't paying. That means people owe them money. VM, I should invest. I have moderate mix bonds worldwide, Uncle Sam. Yeah, the moderate mix is pretty good. I think that's a 40-60 bond. So it seems like you're investing pretty heavy into bonds right now, which is pretty. Those are pretty safe investments. It's going to be a lot less volatile. I hate generating charts. So tedious. Don't know what you mean, generating a presentation. Good for you, though. And then total cash flow from operating activities. Wow, they increased, but they didn't break back where they were in 2015. But still, like last year to this year, that's good stuff. Total cash flow from investing activity stayed the same. And cash and cash equivalents, they're cash flow positive with cash. They did borrow some money, but they borrowed a lot less than what they did the year prior, and roughly back to where they were in 2015. Effect on exchange rates. So they made some money from exchange rates for oil. So I don't know. I'm tempted to throw a little value on them. Free cash flow minus capital expenditures over market cap. Let's do it. Alrighty. Minus capital expenditures. They're probably going to be overvalued, just to let you guys know. Just with, I can tell by how much capital expenditures they're putting in, but. And then we'll go look at the market cap. Real quick. Right quick. 149.28 billion. Oh my goodness. Mm. 149. Oh man, it's doing this thing again where it like locks in. 1489287, I think is what it is. Billion. 2 3 2 3. Oh man, I forget how to take this off too. I think I like put on like, or it like overwrites or something like that. It bugs me so much that I don't know how to turn it off either. I'll get back to where I need to get in here in just a second. Alrighty. Divided by that. I think it's supposed to be a percent, yeah. No, it's not supposed to be like that. So that is 63. As long as I did this number right. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. And I gotta just check these numbers. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. $1.5 shares of BP. Oh, that's what you own? BP PLC cash flow. I think that they're so typically like that. Yeah, so 1400 or 16562. Okay. So everything's right there too. Yeah, so 63, and then I mean that means that they're pretty overpriced. Based upon that number, you could look at their operating income over enterprise value. Let's go look at BP's enterprise value real quick. value. There we go. That's what we wanted. $128.22 billion. 128. And then we need to go find their operating income real quick. Those are all the ETFs that you own? Gamers for the win. Wow. I mean, I own a lot too, so I'm not going to judge. Operating income or loss. 5.8. Good. Back to this one. We'll just put that there. 0, 0, 0. Equals divided. So yeah, it's pretty overvalued, but I would say that it probably doesn't look like a bad stock though. It's just not cheap. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's obviously it's just a top company. That's what I would go with there. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I gotta head out. Gotta go to bed. Work in the morning. Gotta get more stuff sent out and made. So much more work, man. Cool. Coach, the Boston Celtics have a GE patch on their jersey tonight. I think that they've been having GE on their jerseys for the last like few nights. Cause Wish is like the brand sponsor or whatever for is the brand sponsor for the Lakers, and then I think GE is like the brand sponsor for the Celtics. I don't know, man. I don't really understand what GE does. They're just a huge company, so. Another 10,000 coins for watching. Okay. You guys are all cool, so you know what? I'll let you get away with an extra 3,500. But guys, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me on the stream. Tomorrow will be the video that's released in the morning will be Robinhood recap. So be sure to check out that. Apparently, you already know how I've been doing on Robinhood, but yeah. So. And then next week, I haven't decided if I'm going to do a stock analysis or if I'm going to just continue on with my recaps to get those rolled out as quick as possible. So, because the longer I wait, the more the stock market fluctuates, so it doesn't look as good when I pull up my account and I'm like, the stock market Well, the stock market dropped today and like whatever. So yeah, stoves, microwaves, dishwashers, etc. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. I heard that they were like making like airplanes and that kind of thing though, or something. I don't know. Anyways, guys, it's been real. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for the like. See you guys later.